Live. Oh, I need to pull up Money Puck and everything. And we're live. Hello, people.
Hi.
Brandon is here. He looks a lot bigger than me. I mean, he is, both in spirit and actuality. I mean, he could punch a horse dead if he wanted to. That is a fact. So welcome to the stream, everybody. Good to see we have so many comments already. Not normal that we get this many comments before we start. It's kind of cool to start it off with. We have 22 people on the stream right now. Oh, went down to 18. Okay, never mind. Maybe I should mention how many people are on there. Potential making people leave. Okay, so I guess we should start with taking questions, I suppose, right? I think that's how
Yeah,
this
that's
works.
usually how it works.
Actually, how's your Saturday going?
Not too bad. I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to play between between Kevin Stenland and Buddy Robinson. This is what happens when you have deep dynasty leagues.
The hell? Oh, where does
Actually,
Stenlin even
Stenlund
play? Or who
plays
does
in
he play
Columbus.
for? Oh.
I'm going to play Robinson because he gets more hits. I need hits, so there you go. And I'm playing Carl Grundstrom as well.
Oh, you know what's a really good thing? Actually, I just noticed that I hadn't set lines today. So I'm gonna do that real quick. That's important. And I don't bench, so that would have been really bad. Let's just make sure here. Okay, so let's jump in. You want to read off some of the first ones here? As always, by the way, reminder: we'll take super chats and YouTube members first, because they're lovely people who give us money for blabbering and rambling. It's a nice thing of you. So
Yep.
there's one YouTube member question here. Good today from Bill de Iturondo. I'm good today, but I want to swap out a streamer for one of two players. Both give me 4 starts next week. Which is a better option, Cirelli or Granlund?
I like Granlund a little bit. He's been decent lately, and if I remember right, their schedule's pretty good.
Yeah. You mentioned Granlund actually on the week preview, a little bit of a preview of the week.
He has a much higher chance of getting power play points as well,
Yeah.
which is just kind of nudges him above, I think. Everything else
Yeah.
is probably going to be pretty much in line, but
yeah,
schedule wasn't great actually. But I mean, Islanders have been pretty beatable lately, so there's that.
Yeah. Did I retone my hair? I'm gonna do that one at the very end. I mean, I use like purple shampoo, which makes it like more silver, but I don't keep tone at all. Like my hair turns yellow, or gets like that more brassy color in literally like days. So yeah, I have to do all that. Brandon loves when I talk about this stuff.
The world telling you not to do what you're doing.
Although last time I did it, I used the shampoo for way too long, and my hair actually turned purple at the tips. It was not a good look. I mean, I kind of liked it, but I don't know. I don't think I'll do it again. I'm gonna go brown after this. I mean, I guess I'll just stay natural then. Okay, so the first one here, first question of the day: do I play Kopitar or Dubois in a Bango Cats league, and I have no chance of getting peripherals? If you have no chance of getting peripherals, and what you need is points,
Kopitar.
Yeah, you go Kopi.
Yeah, easier matchup against the Devils.
Yep, I love that matchup today. Next one from Mitchell Sellers. Start 2 in a full Bangos league. Armia, I love that Bangos is a full-on thing now. Armia, Coleman, Marchessault, Tatar, Foligno. Ooh, you start 2.
It kind of depends what you need.
Yeah.
I think Tatar and March are your probably highest point upside guys, but if you just want periffs, then Coleman, even Foligno. Although Foligno, they play yesterday? I want to say they played yesterday.
They did play yesterday because Elvis got a shutout again.
Yeah, and he's likely to play again tonight, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. I mean, he didn't have a lot of work yesterday, so
he had I think it was 15 saves total in his shutout.
Yeah. So I would lean, if you need peripherals, I would say Coleman and Armia your guys. If you need points, I would say Marchessault and Tatar your guys. If you're in between, Coleman's the best peripheral guy, and Tatar is probably the best for points.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So use all that information and make your decision.
There you go. Next one, Mitchell Blake needs trade advice. So 10-team, unlimited keepers. Keeper cost is 1 round higher than previous season's draft. We've seen this before. So first, by a large margin, you trade away Hall so Hall, Mantha, Hart, and you get McDavid and Wilson. You can't keep McDavid though. Ooh.
Hall's a 6th round keep is pretty good.
Personally,
not fantastic anymore, but pretty good. Hart is a 19th is really good though.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Wilson as the 19th is really good though. If it's is it a banger league?
and there's no Pims though.
There's no
So without
pins.
Pims, I don't know if I like Wilson long term. I think I'd actually stay the course with Hall, Mantha, and Hart personally. You get
Yeah. Well,
if you're
Mantha
not going
as
to be
an
able,
eighth round keep is like pretty marginal, honestly. We don't
yeah,
really know
Mantha.
what he's going to do with his punctured lung
Yeah,
thing.
I don't care about Mantha much. I do care about the Hall part and Hart. Honestly, I like
Hart,
Hart a
yeah.
lot at 18th round. That's pretty
You
good.
can't
With
keep
wins
McDavid.
in
I would only
round.
do this if you think your team is going to fall apart next season, regardless.
Yeah, if your team isn't going to fall apart next season, you think you're in a good spot. I'd stay the course there. I like what you have. Okay, next one here. 10-team Roto League. Can I drop Darlene for Chirot?
No.
No, I would keep Darlene. I think it's way too early to do that. And not even early. I don't think I'd do that in general. We don't even know how long Weber's going to be out for. We just know it's going to be
Yeah.
somewhat long term. Okay, so let's go on to Treehouse humor here. Duclair or Atkinson to start tonight. Cam has been putting up nice peripherals. Don't know if there's any value to holding Duclair at all, like you guys mentioned earlier in the week. So I would go Atkinson personally because I do, like you said, I like the peripherals that he's been putting up. Duclair is such a hit or miss at the moment, playing 13 minutes or 15 minutes. It's just
Yeah. What did he
It's
play in his last game? He played 10
15,
minutes
I
the
believe.
last game. I think he can.
10 last game. Wow.
Yeah. I would think I played Atkinson. What a
Yeah,
bummer.
Definitely. I know it's a bummer, but
All star and then just nothing.
All star
Just
and then
gone.
death. Just
Yeah.
death right after. Okay, next one, reliable with a 3. Sit 1, Landeskog, Brady, Kachuk, Miller, Tatar, Reeves. 10-team Roto, currently looking to improve plus minus in hits, as I'm in first in goals, assists, and shots on goal. So you're obviously playing Reeves in that scenario. If you're trying to catch hits, I think that the one you got to bench here is probably Tatar.
Tatar actually hits. All these guys hit. Which
Yeah,
is
they all.
interesting.
Yeah, that's why I think though that Tatar probably has the least upside in terms of hits,
You're first in
of
goals,
everybody.
assists, and shots.
and Tatar has the highest point upside there. But the highest, I mean, you're obviously playing Brady Kachuk, you're obviously playing Miller, you're obviously playing Reeves.
If you're looking to improve
Um,
plus minus, you might depending on how far away you are in hits. Like you're putting a lot of hitters out there. You might not need Brady. If you're ahead in shots, you don't need goals and assists, which he's not going to give you anyway, and you're worried about plus minus. Not that I want to predict plus minus that much, but
Yeah.
I would.
That's an
If you're
interesting.
if you really think you need all these hitters, then probably Tatar's the bench. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Reeves might be the bench if you think you can catch up in hits with just Landeskog, Kachuk, Miller, and Tatar, all who hit. So
Yeah.
sort
I
of
would
depends on how
personally-
close you are.
Yeah, I would personally go Tatar, I think, for bench there, but yeah, that's what I go. Okay, Pesca B, sit 2, Kachuk at Vancouver, Couturier at Washington, Suzuki versus Toronto, Perron versus Dallas, Bjorkstrand versus Colorado, or Sagan at St. Louis. It's a points
That's Matt
league.
Kachuk.
Matt Kachuk. And that's a points league. Yeah, it's heavy towards goals, assists, and power play points. Also, shots actually get quite a few, so I'm obviously playing Sagan there, I think.
Plus minus is 2. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm probably benching Matt Kachuk, to be honest. And I'm probably benching Suzuki, I think. Actually, no, Couturier. Couturier at Washington. I'm not playing Couturier away.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Suzuki has a really good matchup though because
Jack Campbell's probably not going to play.
it doesn't matter who plays.
True. They let in all
They get
goals. I mean,
a
I probably, because it's a points heavy league, I'm probably benching here Matt Kachuk and Couturier. Although, if you want to play Kachuk, I'd go Couturier Bjorkstrand actually, because Bjorkstrand is tired versus Colorado.
yeah. I mean, Suzuki's a nice start as well because
Yeah.
they're rested against a tired Toronto team.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so there's that. Nick Picotta, I'm gonna say.
well, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I thought they have to travel too, so it's Montreal at home for that game. That's fun.
Ooh, yeah.
Montreal at home against a wait what? Yeah, at home against a tired.
that'll be good for Toronto.
Yeah.
Kadri at Columbus or Hyman at Montreal.
Is
Ooh.
Nylander playing?
If Nylander's not playing, I like Hyman. Honestly, you know what? I go Hyman either way. I go Hyman either way because Columbus can't let in any goals. I don't care if whatever his name is in net. Like even he struggles to stop, or he's even putting up good numbers. I don't trust anyone to score against Columbus at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Hyman.
Yeah, I go Hyman.
Although he is tired against and away at Montreal, so that game could be
Yeah.
low scoring as well. But
So this is Treehouse Humor again. For a third goalie, who would you like best out of Georgiev?
Murray. I don't have to read the rest.
Yeah, Matt Murray for sure. Absolutely, I like Matt Murray as a third goaltender all day.
He's stringing starts together now. I don't know if he's going to play tonight, but he had the last two.
Yeah, so. Jari hasn't really been good for a while now. If you take a look at his starts, he actually has not been that great. Lauren Stanton, sit 2 of Pacioretty at Carolina, Coleman at LA, Gallagher at Toronto, Bjorkstrand at Colorado, Svech at Vegas, or Rust at Florida.
Man, you're not giving us very good options to bench.
I know,
here.
That's tough. I'd probably bench Coleman.
Yeah, unless you really need his shots and hits, he's definitely the guy to bench for points.
Honestly, I'm probably benching Coleman and Bjorkstrand. As much as I love Bjorkstrand is away.
Feels like a new man on this new line with Aho and Turbo. Rust is Rust, although he has been a little weak lately.
Yeah.
Rust actually might be the guy. Let me take a look if he's still got top power play, because I know he hasn't done much lately. It is Florida
though. I mean,
is Florida, but I need him to be top power play still, which I think he is, but I'm not sure. He is. Okay, yeah, I'd play him then. So yeah, it's probably Bjorkstrand and Coleman, probably.
Ari 485 bench 1 of Rust at Florida, Forsberg at Edmonton, Wheeler versus Ottawa.
Well, it's certainly not Wheeler.
Yeah, certainly not Wheeler. And certainly not.
The other two is a bit of a toss up, but I think I'd play Rust. I think I'd bench Forsberg.
I think I'd bench. Although Edmonton is tired.
Still. I think Florida has been so inconsistent.
Yeah, I'm probably benching Forsberg there. Okay, Goatzel.
Interesting bunch of extra goals and assists are really not that. And Rust, I think he gets more peripherals than Forsberg will as well. So there's that.
Okay, Goatzel. Would you rather have PLD or Gallagher in a points league?
In a points league. They're pretty close. I like Gallagher either way, honestly.
So especially
Gallagher's gonna get the goals.
Yeah, if you're in a positions league too. In a positions league, Gallagher has that extra wing spot, whereas PLD center only. So, but I think I actually lean PLD. But the position
you are
thing,
wrong.
I mean, Thank you. so much faith in me. I like PLD personally over Gallagher in a points only league. But it's close.
I had PLD on my unsus high.
You did.
In the Unsustainable episode.
And he hasn't had a point now in 2-3 games. So. No comment. Okay, this is from Samir. Start 2 of Pionk versus Ottawa, Werenski versus Colorado, or Krug versus Arizona. I think I'd go Pionk and Krug.
I think I'd go Pionk and Werenski. Werenski's just been so good lately.
Yeah, he has though.
Hard to ignore. He's tired, but what a joke of a game they had to play.
I mean,
anybody was playing that hard. Yeah.
I mean, they had 40-something shots on net.
Pionk I would play. Werenski I would play. Krug is the one I'm thinking I wouldn't play.
Krug's been ridiculous. If we're talking about players being ridiculous recently.
He had a 4-point game, but he's playing less minutes than either of the other two right now. I would bench Krug.
Wow.
But
that's a bold. I would bench Werenski. I mean, that could backfire on me very quickly, but. And then.
Rationally, you're probably right. Actually, Pionk might be the correct bench here, but it's just such an easy matchup for him.
I know. It's just they can do whatever they want there.
Who of the three is the weakest rest of the season? In your league, probably Pionk.
Yeah, probably Pionk in that setting.
I would say Werenski, but he's been
on fire. He hasn't slowed down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Perron or Tatar rest of season. Perron, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd go.
Yeah, in that league. Yeah.
Landeskog or Wheeler, full bangers. Oh boy.
Wheeler. I don't have to think about it too much.
Yeah.
Landeskog, we were pretty high on to start the season, but I feel like I've regressed him back to where he probably should have been in the beginning. 65, 70 point guy, maybe slightly north of that. But as a point pace, it's Wheeler's point pace, I still think could be above point per game if he plays well.
Yeah. Should I drop Connor Murphy for Colton Parayko?
Murphy's been slow for a while now. I don't know if Parayko's the right move. Parayko just is historically not very good. I get that he's got this couple this little bit going on here. He's been shooting a lot. He's got the hits, blocks, and a few points, but I don't really see any of it keeping up.
I mean,
So you can drop Murphy, but I think there's better options.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, either one that you pick up, whether it's Murphy or whether you keep Murphy or keep Pareko, either way, both of those are streamer spots. So
yeah,
that's kind of all that matters. Okay, next one here from Carrie. It's a 12-team redraft with those cats right there. Which I'll read them off, but I would read them off, but there are a lot of cats there. Just know there's a lot of cats, except Pims. How do you feel stacking heavily on offensive skaters with peripherals by sacrificing starter goalies and trades and stream for volume in playoff?
Yeah, you could honestly you've got wins and saves, so sure. This league appears to be trying to make up for the crazy amount of skater stats with some goalie stats, but really you're still looking at wins, goals against, average, and save percentage, and then shutouts is still random-ish. Saves you can kind of punt, so you still have the opportunity to run one goalie or something with a backup. Know you're going to lose saves, but still have a target for goal against average and save percentage, and maybe even shutouts depending on what goalies you have.
Yep.
Just go heavy on the rest of the skater stats. It really depends on how many bench positions you have.
Yep,
I feel like
exactly.
in a lot of leagues, there's more to this story. If you're doing one of these leagues where you have 4 of each forward slot and 6 defensemen, then it gets really weird about how many bench slots you have. But let's say you're starting 12 players and you have 5 bench slots. Once you get to that 6th bench slot, it gets harder to recommend continuing to grab players because it's going to be hard to stream them in and out.
Yeah, the other thing that matters too is how much. Lowering my camera here. The other thing that matters quite a bit is how many starts you have per week. Because if you have 4 starts per week for goaltenders, then it gets a little tougher to justify having only one goaltender. Obviously, if you have less than that, then you're good. If you have 3, if you can get 1 starter, or you only have 3, if you have 3 starts, you can get away with having 1 starter or just kind of streaming in. So that's So yeah, I would do what you're saying. I would try to stack skaters with peripherals or go after guys who just cover a lot of categories, because you have so many skater categories. You can get guys that either win you certain categories specifically, or you can just have ones that cover a lot of areas, and you'll be good.
I would not trade your best goalie. I would keep one very good goalie. You can trade everybody else, I think.
Yes. Thomas Rivero, which goalie should I sit? Hellebuck, Binnington, or Merzlikins? So Merzlikins will not be playing, I don't think, today. I would be shocked if he gets back. Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he only had 15 saves, but man.
That's what I'm saying. It's yeah, he's likely right now, but
I would probably bench Binnington then.
Who's
against
been
Dallas?
playing?
Binnington's been bad.
Yeah,
Binnington's been bad.
I still don't know that I'm worried about that much. Hellebuck is playing against Ottawa.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Jamie, I saw this at the bottom. Whose volume is quiet? Is it mine? It might be mine because I'm kind of far away from my mic. I can turn me up if I am. Yeah, I would bench Binnington personally if Merzlikins plays. If Merzlikins does not play, then
you have your answer. But
then you have your answer, obviously. But
this might be a hot take. This is definitely a hot take. I think even if he is playing, I'd bench the Merzlikins.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, he's not getting lit up.
He might not.
Famous last words, but I mean,
he might not. I don't know, man. I just think all these goalies for me are pretty similar. Like I've said repeatedly, what's happening in Columbus makes no sense, and it's infuriating.
It doesn't.
This is William Karlsson all over again. It's William Karlsson all over again. I hate it.
At some point, okay, it doesn't make sense right now, but today, until it's 2 games in a row or whatever that Columbus just screws themselves, I'm going to assume this is the real thing for now.
Well, what I'm saying is because of that, I view all these players pretty close today. So I'm just relying on Money Puck to make my decision there, and Money Puck likes Columbus the least. So
I would bench Binnington if Merzlikins plays. If not, so there you go. We're at odds there. But okay, this is from Nathaniel. I'm thrilled I found y'all's podcast this year, albeit it wasn't until week 10, but I love what you do. I'm now in a 12-team league. Used to be 10, but it's gotten super difficult to keep up. So, yeah, thanks a ton for finding us. Hopefully we've helped out. I know a lot of people have used us and gotten up to the top of their leagues from the bottom or something since finding us, which is awesome to hear. I love those stories. Love to see it. And then the question from Nathaniel after all of that was, can't wait to utilize you guys next season for the whole year. And on that note, do you guys do preseason casts /shows? We do. We
Yep.
take a little bit of like a
Big
month
long ones.
off. Yeah, we take like a month off, month and a half off, something like that. We come in and like we'll do some, I think, more prospect stuff this year, maybe a little bit, like dynasty specific stuff or keeper related stuff, a little bit earlier than we normally do. But then we come back with a vengeance because we need a little bit of a break from each other. I can't listen to Brandon's voice literally year round. I mean, come on, that's what I get burned out from. It's not even making the content; it's from Brandon, really. But yeah, we do a lot of preseason stuff. If you go back and look, like we did team by team previews. We have a bunch of actual free things planned in the works to come out next season that we didn't do this season. So there's a lot of stuff I'm working on to try to up our preseason game next year. So obviously pay attention for that. So let me go back here. There was Eric. Should I start both Vasilevsky and Varlamov versus each other today, tied in wins and close in goals against and save percentage?
I would just play Vasilevsky. He's been basically unbeatable. There's a decent chance that they just light up the Islanders. I mean, the Islanders are away. Yeah, it's a dangerous matchup for Varlamov. If it weren't for the fact I know my opponent in our most competitive league is going to forfeit his goalie starts by not hitting his minimums, I would bench him. I actually have the same. I have Varlamov and Vasilevsky, but because I know he is, I'm just going to play them both. Like, whatever, it doesn't even matter.
Why not? Might as well.
But yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that. I would only play Vasi there.
Bjork, Connor, Brady in a points league.
Pick two.
Bjork and Connor. Brady's fine, but like unless you have a lot of points for peripherals, he's just like doesn't do a whole lot. Not a big point guy.
Who would you try to trade for two of? So I'm guessing who would you try to trade two of from this team? Am I reading that right?
Trade? Are you trying to acquire these players? Or
Yeah. Trying to acquire. Oh, this is from Ocean Surf. Are you trying to acquire these two, or are you trying to acquire two or trade away two?
You know, I'll handle it both ways. I would say,
go for it.
If you're trying to acquire guys, I would be targeting. It also depends on the league. I feel like don't really have enough information here, but I'm going to assume it's a Cats league. I think Evander Kane is low right now.
Agreed.
So I would be trying to get him.
It looks like peripheral guys are owned as well. So
yeah,
obviously I think peripherals are.
And for some reason, I feel like Letang still doesn't have. People haven't really been talking about him, so I'd be probably targeting those guys to trade for. If I'm trying to trade away, I'd probably be targeting. Man, I don't even know. Gerard is. I would not be holding Gerard in general.
No, I wouldn't be holding Gerard either. Trying to trade two away. Okay. If
Gerard
you can
and Palmieri,
trade,
you can get rid of him.
yeah, Gerard and Palmieri. Honestly, I wouldn't be against moving PLD either. There's some good centers on the wire. I think if you were to move PLD, you can probably do quite well in picking up a center somewhere else. So I would say PLD is a good move option. Palmieri is
and Mrazek.
Yeah.
Right.
Palmieri is a good option. Honestly, I wouldn't be against you shopping around Bjorkstrand and seeing what's out there. Yeah, that would be my take. Let's see here. This is from Harinder. Morning, guys. What would you guys... Reading this real quick. I know. I was reading it and like it's worded a little weird, so I didn't want to say it out loud. I was like, don't trust my brain to say that properly. Pretty much, what's more valuable rest of the season, Monahan or Streamer Spot points league?
Depends on how deep the league is.
Yeah, if it's not a very deep league,
if it's 12-person league, I think it's Monahan. But even though
if it's 12-person, probably Monahan. If it's 10-person,
well, if it's 14, then maybe. Oh yeah, 10-person, then yeah. 14 definitely getting him. But
14 definitely Monahan. Okay, pick one to start: Werenski versus Colorado or Slavin at Vegas. Victor.
Hang on, yeah.
We're having a special guest appearance.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna be on. He's gonna be a jumper near me.
Okay.
But
I mean,
there's a decent chance he will tap out on this. You're hitting the speaker.
I'll answer this really quick. Pick one to start: Werenski versus Colorado or Slavin at Vegas. I would go Werenski. Werenski's been red hot. Slavin, although he's been good, I don't like that matchup away at the Vegas Golden Knights. So I would go Werenski there. RE45. Karsten Morel, bench one of Suzuki, Dvorak, Malkin, Bergeron, Scheifele, or Barkov. It's a points league. I would bench Dvorak.
Dvorak, Yep.
Yeah, Dvorak's the easy one there. Corey Davidson, Horvat versus Calgary, or Couturier versus Washington in a goal assist heavy points league. I would play Horvat personally.
Yeah, Horvat. I don't really know what's going to happen with if Pedersen's out, which it seems like he is. But I would assume that they have to rely on Horvat a little bit more than maybe they would normally.
Yeah.
So
agreed. Josh Zadik, Wheeler's value rest of season doesn't seem to have much impact when I watch the Jets. Head-to-head Cats. I mean, I really like. I think Wheeler's I'm high on Wheeler rest of season still. I think he's been playing pretty well. I don't know. He's not like as good as you maybe thought he'd be. Like I thought he'd maybe be early second round, late first round value, and he's definitely not there. But I still think he has a lot of value rest of season.
Mm-hmm.
Misty Farber, Tatar at Toronto, Covey at Toronto, Bjorkstrand at Colorado, Russ at Florida, Vrana at Philly, Hyman at Montreal. Sit 2. You need shots, hits, and 5 behind in goals.
I would sit Vrana because he played 11 minutes last game.
Yep, Vrana's one.
And
you know what?
Hyman.
I think Hyman and Vrana, because both of those guys aren't necessarily, well, especially Hyman, he's not necessarily a goal guy. He doesn't get you a lot of shots, not going to get you hits. Bjorkstrand has a good goal upside. Russ has good goal upside. Covey has good goal upside. Tatar has good goal upside. So
yeah, because they're all against.
Go with.
And they're all those. I mean, Bjorkstrand not the best matchup, but the rest of them have pretty good matchups. Toronto is. I would love to play against Toronto right now.
Right.
What's going on over there?
Okay. I need a forward with shots on goal and blocks upside. Parise or go Sorelli that can help me with shots on goal, face-off wins, hits, with point upside.
I like Parise.
Yeah, I like Parise for now. If you need face-off wins and hits, I mean, I guess Sorelli. I do like Sorelli a lot right now, actually. I don't hate it. So, I mean,
Can you play Sorelli? Because, I mean, you could play Sorelli today and then swap to Parise for tomorrow, right? Parise didn't play today.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like... Sorelli's week is pretty decent, no?
Next week?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly. We did the week preview.
Fine.
It's fine. It's not like
he plays
special.
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, which are the heaviest days. So
So
and Parise plays Tuesday, Thursday. So neither one have great schedules. But.
Also, if you're just jumping through the stream really quick, be sure to give it a like before you leave, or if you're just sitting here watching it, also be sure to throw it a like. It does help us out a little bit. Okay, the next one here from Graffiti. I like the way you spelled graffiti there. RNH or Bjorkstrand tonight? Personally, like RNH. I think. Yeah, I mean, it's against Nashville on a back-to-back. Yeah, I'd play RNH personally. I mean, I love Bjorkstrand. I just think the upside with RNH is better against. I think the upside with RNH is better against Nashville. Original SK, what to expect next season from Gaudreau in goals, assists? Oh, this is a tough question. We keep 5 players, and mine would be McDavid, Matthews, Gaudreau, Meyer, and Brady Tkachuk. I would keep Gaudreau. What's happening this season is ridiculous. There's so much. Last season, he was unsustainably high. This year, him and all of the Flames are unsustainably low. So I would be holding personally if I were a Gaudreau owner. I mean, I think if I were at the bottom of the table in a keeper league, I'd be targeting Gaudreau, to be honest, as a potential keeper in a keep 5. Just because the upside is so high there if they figure things out. But I would give him one more season pretty much and then see what the system is in Calgary and see if it benefits him or not. Next one, thoughts on Noah Hannafin potential upside with Calgary in comparison to Chychrun?
It's higher than Chychrun's because Osterley got the top power play. So, but Chychrun's also had top power play before, and this power play doesn't really matter all that much in Arizona. So I would say Hannafin's potential is higher. I don't know if it's going to be realized, but
yes, exactly. I would agree with that entirely. I think will it be realized? I don't know, but I like the potential upside in Hannafin way more than I do with Chychrun. Although that being said, from a power play perspective, both power plays kind of suck. So it's not. I don't really like either one that much in general, isolated, but.
Calgary. I think there's much more.
I mean, there is upside, but they've sucked all season on the power play.
They have. But if I'm going to take one in a vacuum, it's Calgary.
Yeah, especially going forward, I guess. If it's past this season only, then yeah. Okay, bench 2, Palmieri, PLD, Bjorks, Kovalchuk. This is from Ocean Surf. Palmieri, PLD, Bjorks, Kovalchuk, Braden Shen. Need goals, PIMs, and power play points the most. Well, if you need power Pims, you're going to play Palmieri.
Yeah, Palmieri's
So-
a pretty good play because he's playing against LA,
Yeah,
and he's a goal
Can get
scorer
chippy.
and on the power play, so he kind of hits all the marks there.
yeah, it can get chippy.
Yeah.
I'm probably benching PLD and Braden Shen. But Braden Shen for power play points. Man, that's tough.
Kovalchuk might be the bench. Yeah, buddy.
What's up, Victor? Yeah, I think he agrees with
Although
you there.
I don't know that. Yeah, PLD and Kovalchuk, I guess.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that would be my take. I think.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Okay, Corey Davidson, Toronto
we
playing
got
the Habs.
another
We got a
Rondo question.
Bill de Toronto. We have a Multicat Monster YouTube member to answer really quick, so let's jump to that one. Maybe I do have a sit start question. Sweet. Landeskog at Columbus or Kovalchuk at Toronto for today?
Oh, I play Landeskog.
Yeah, I'd play Landeskog over Kovalchuk. Went from third from the bottom to third from the top after watching. Yes.
Hey,
I love those
nice.
stories. Love to see it. Okay, what's the next one here? So, yeah, man, he wants to be on the stream so bad. He's gonna be a star, taking over the show already. Okay, Eric, Elvis versus Colorado, Vasi versus the Isles, or Varley at Tampa Bay. Sit one. Probably sitting probably sitting Varley.
Yeah.
If you're,
I think so.
And then if Elvis doesn't play, you just play both of them and get the win and whatever. I think that's the move. Free thinking Richard, 2 of Kapanen, Janssen, McCann, Keller, Cats League.
Nice.
That's a deep.
Nice
That's a
to
deep
all of
league. It's a deep league.
I feel like even in the deepest of leagues, none of them would be guys that I would necessarily keep for a long time. But
then I'd probably go McCann.
very, very deep. Dynasty style. But
I'd probably go McCann and Keller, I think. I'd go McCann and Keller.
I don't even know where Cap and Janssen are lining up right now. I think the third line, right? Both of them. Oh no, Janssen is top line with
Ooh.
Matthews and Marner. So I'd probably play Janssen and McCann and bench Keller and Kapanen.
I didn't. Oh, I thought Hyman was still up there. I guess they moved him off.
Hyman is playing with Tavares and Kerfoot. Apparently.
Interesting. So they switched things up. Good to know.
Yeah.
Chris Addy.
With Nylander out, that's why this is all getting.
True. It all gets kind of shuffled up and weird. Chris Addy.
It all
Good
could
morning.
change if Nylander plays.
It could. Good morning, afternoon, guys. Looking to play 2 of the following, trailing everything in a standard Cats league. Tom Wilson, Rantanen, Lindholm, Kuznetsov. Love the start you guys put on. Thank you for tuning in.
I actually don't think I'd play Kuzi because it looks like
Yeah,
once
I don't
again
think I would either.
he's been practicing power play too.
Yep.
So Rantanen definitely. Behind it,
Rantanen,
everything.
honestly. I mean,
Wilson's interesting, but Lindholm's probably the right move. I feel like Lindholm's been pretty decent and actually been hitting quite a bit himself. I mean, not.
Do you
not
have-
to,
if you have streamer spots, I would go Lindholm, Rantanen, and try to get pick up someone for peripherals tomorrow
yeah.
for standard.
I mean,
Cats.
Lindholm's been hitting pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'll go Lindholm, Rantanen. I think.
Yeah. Ha, Dale. He's on our most competitive league. Stupid Dale. Hate rostering goalies, yet I have Elvis. So what do with a sad face? I mean, you obviously trade him to me for one. I'll do a goalie swap with you. But the real thing with Elvis
He
is,
doesn't want any goalies.
God, you need. Yeah, if you have Elvis right now, I think it would be foolish of you to not see what you can get. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, a goalie's value could not be higher than what Elvis is at right now. What is it? I think it's 3 shutouts in the last 6. No, 5 shutouts in the last 8 games or something like that, right?
Yep, 5 and 8.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, literally no goalie will ever be higher. Okay, Jamie Mack, Kopitar or Ryan O'Reilly. Pick 2 between. So that's the first one. Kopitar or Ryan O'Reilly. Probably going ROR.
I think I play Kopi tonight because he gets
Really?
the Devils and ROR has to deal with Dallas.
Well, back to back though for Dallas. Dallas is tired.
That's
And
true. I think
traveling.
away. Yeah, maybe ROR then. He's been pretty
Yeah.
good lately.
Yeah, I'd go ROR. And then the second one is pick 2 between Armia, Bjorkstrand, and Besser. I would go Armia and Bjorkstrand just because
Yep.
Pedersen is out.
Yep.
That's what I do. Okay, what's the next thing here? Ocean Surf. Oh, my thing like refreshed.
How
and
do
I
the
need to
playoffs
scroll.
work in
There you
Yahoo?
go.
Not try to understand the logistics of who can play, scheduling, slotting. With it depends. It's a league setting thing. You know what? Where do you even? I'm not even sure where you see that. I think you have to go to league and then settings. If you go to league settings, it'll tell you how many teams make the playoffs and what weeks the playoffs are and tiebreakers and that kind of thing. So it depends on your league, but I feel like a lot of leagues are 12 person and then 6 make it. Even 10 team leagues tend to have 6 make it, and then the top 2 get buys. So it depends is the answer.
Yep.
But you can look at go into league and then look at settings, and you'll see what you have set.
Bad time to drink water. You want to take the next one?
Yep, Mantha or Olofsson rest of season. I mean, it's hard to tell what's going to happen with either one of them. My guess is that Olofsson's the better. I don't know, man. We haven't heard anything about really either one other than Mantha's attempting to come back from a punctured lung, which I don't know what that means.
Yeah, honestly, I can't even attempt to make assumptions on point space. But if I had to, I'd say Olofsson over Mantha, just because I trust Olofsson in that power play way more than I trust anything happening in Detroit. And before Mantha went out, he was on the second line, so
yeah,
it's not a great.
I would say.
There.
I mean, Olofsson. You know, I think I was putting both of them. I was putting Olofsson at like a 70-ish point pace and Mantha at a 65 to 70. So I think I was like leaning a little bit Olofsson, but I also thought Olofsson's power play point and probably goals pace would be a little bit higher. So that would mean game winners are probably going to go Olofsson's way. Hat tricks possibly going Olofsson's way as well.
Yep, agreed. And then the next one here, Keenan, trade Rust and Monahan for Huberdeau. Head-to-head categories 1 year. Yeah, I would do that absolutely all day. Elvis versus Colorado or Qdobin at St. Louis. I would go Elvis.
I probably would too, actually, on this one. St. Louis has been angry lately.
Yeah, I don't.
Although you're really looking for volume here, which
yeah,
I think
you are.
Although it's still, I mean,
it's both. They're the same.
Notes.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. I'd go Elvis, and then then obviously if Elvis doesn't play, well, like we've said before, you got your answer. This is from Lauren Stanton. Am I good with just Vasi and Markstrom rest of season? Yes. I don't even need to read the rest, honestly. Like, you're fine. Yep. Especially in a Cats League. Yeah, you're fine.
Well, she's I have Leonard, and I think I'll need to drop someone from Mantha. Yeah, you can drop Leonard if you want to. Or pick up a 5th D man. I have Hedman,
Yossi,
Jose.
Jose.
Provorov and Graves, Cats. Or I can drop Mantha for Riley or Olofsson.
Olofsson practiced.
Uh-huh.
That is good to know. Thank you for that, Carrie.
I would probably grab Olofsson for Leonard.
Yeah, I'd grab Olofsson for Leonard.
This is the league you told us about already. If you have Vasi and Markstrom, you should be in good shape.
Yeah, you should be in great shape with Vasi and Markstrom. Drop Mrazek for Crawford or Dell rest of season in a league with wins, shutouts, goals against, and save percentage. Nah, I'd hold Mrazek, Jesse.
Yeah, I don't love any of them, honestly.
No, I don't love any of them, but
best chance of being best for that, yeah.
Yeah, especially just wins alone. I think he has the best chance for that. Sit one from each pair. Ooh, I love the pairing thing. So Hyman and Nelson. I bench Nelson.
They're man,
against
neither one is
Tampa.
a good start.
Oh wait, Tampa. Yeah, neither one, but I like.
Tired at Montreal. I think I bench Hyman.
Wow.
Wait, is he still? It depends on Nylander because Hyman got Nylander's power play time, although they are showing Janssen up there on daily faceoff, so I don't know. I'm gonna stick with my guts. I'm gonna say play Nelson. I don't know if I'm totally out of my mind here, but I for some reason remember him doing well against Tampa in general, but that could just be me being stupid.
Probably.
I'm
probably. And then Perron or Riley Smith. Oh, Perron.
Yeah, I play Perron.
Yeah, all day. Weekend is going well. We recorded the week preview yesterday. I rambled about Sam Reinhart like an idiot. But other than that, things are going very well. What is the next one here?
Don't trust Ryan Strome. Think about using a spot for a streamer.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean,
I would drop. Yeah.
I still kind of like him, but I don't know how he's been lately.
He's been trash, and he's not getting good ice time.
Ryan Strome? Oh, yeah. His ice time's good, but he has been trash.
He's been trash. He's a trash man. If he's not on that top line, top power play, he's a trash man.
He's going to be top power play. I don't know if he's ever going to be top line without.
I mean,
with Mika there,
yeah,
but it's more about whether Panarin is playing top or second line.
Last game he played with Panarin and Jesper Fast. Why is Fast on the top line? Why is Kakko playing with Greg McKegg? I hate this. Scenes when Kakko asks for a trade because he can never play on the same line 2 games in a row. God damn it, David Quinn. So triggered.
Well, the thing is, the Rangers once again have a decent schedule next season or next week, so I would consider just hanging on to him until then at least.
I guess I'm mad now. I'm very mad now. Kurt, O'Reilly, Svech, Hoffman, bench 2, hits and pims with standard cats, no gag.
Is that game goal?
Yeah, no gag. What do you call it? I'm guessing. Thanks, boys. Let's see.
Bench 2. I would hits and pims standard cats. I would bench. I don't know who I'd bench.
I'd probably bench. Oh, he's a bench 2. I'd probably bench Hoffman for 1.
I think I'd play Svech. I think he's got a decent chance of getting you the most hits and the most pims. And,
covers the most categories.
And he's against a tired Jersey at home on a line that's been clicking. So, yeah, I'd play Svech here.
Yeah, I'd play Svech over those other guys. Offered Letang, Dubois, Teuvo, and 7th round pick for Point, Pasternak, and 5th in return. He needs help in Bengals. I don't know if it's fair. You're destroying him in that trade. I would take Point and Pasternak and a 5th all day for what you gave up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
From Nathaniel, yeah, I would take that all day.
I would not say it's a fair trade, but
no, I don't think it's a fair trade. I think it's a fleecing by you in a fine way. I would do it.
Oh, Shanae messages.
Oh, Shanae, Multicat Monster. We've got YouTube member. Did not oversleep.
Oh, West Coast morning.
Now that I'm on the West Coast too, it's because the games start later. Normally, the games have been starting at 10 a.m. West Coast time. Now they're starting like 11 a.m. West Coast time. So for centers next week, need to pick 2: Bergeron, Point, Malkin, or Zibanejad. So I like Zibanejad. First and foremost.
Who's got 4 games? I know Zibanejad does. I think they all do. No, Bergeron does not.
Bergeron does not. So you're not doing Bergeron.
Bergeron does
Point
not.
Does not either. Point has 3.
No, Point has 4 next week.
Yeah. Oh, what about Malkin?
Malkin has 3. Although Malkin, man, I don't know that you can bench him for a 4th start out of. I don't know. They're all good starts. I think Point would be the odd man out despite having 4.
Yeah.
I think I'd play Malkin and Zibanejad.
Yeah, that's probably what I do too. I think I'd do Malkin and Zibanejad. That's what I was leaning towards. I like that. Frosty Wonder just traded away both Kachucks. I love that you could trade away both Kachucks. Provorov, Couture, and a 6th for Barkov, Besser, Scheifele, Theodore, and a 4th. 12-team, 10 keeper banger points leagues. These trades are always hard when they're really big, but I mean Provorov and Couture are totally tradable. Matt Tkachuk obviously hasn't been as good. I would absolutely want Barkov, Besser, and Scheifele and Theodore on that side. You did fantastic. Problem
is you gave away all of your peripherals.
Yes, that's a big problem.
So you're gonna have to figure that out. This is an odd time to make that trade, and something we've kind of warned against, in general, because you have to make sure you have your team comp now. Like Brady and Provorov, to be honest, and even Matt are such big components to a banger team that I'm not sure you have the comp anymore. You might be a dominating point team that just gets crushed in peripherals now. Yep. So be careful with what you've done.
Yeah, just like
it's a winning trade on paper, but
just make sure you're going to be okay on peripherals. Yeah, like keep an eye out. You might want to trade maybe trade or drop one of your big point people to get a
Blake Coleman type or something.
Yeah, a Blake Coleman type, someone like that.
Or Nick Foligno. I mean, Foligno's just available.
Foligno's been great.
Basically been the same as Coleman. So
yeah. Joseph Rizzuto. I want to say risotto so bad, and I know it's not how you say it.
It's rude. He's going to leave and never come back.
I know. Start Sagan or Bark. I mean, you made fun of Canadian money, and people are still here, so I think we're.
I did it lightheartedly.
Yeah,
I think maybe.
Start Sagan or Barkov today. Points league. Barkov, just because Sagan is tired. He hasn't been. He's been okay. I would go.
Barkov's also at home, which is nice.
Duclair or Suzuki. Points
Suzuki.
only. Suzuki all day. Yep. 10-team league with wins, save percentage, goals against, average, shutouts with 14 total categories. If I have Binnington, Elvis, and Freddie at goalie, wow, am I crazy for wanting to drop Freddie when all he's really good for is one category?
You definitely don't want 3 goalies in this league if you have 14 total categories.
You do not. And if you only have 3 categories for goaltenders, forget shutouts. Shutouts are a gamble. Doesn't matter.
Unless you have Ellis, apparently he just gets all of them.
Apparently.
I'm not sure I would drop him. I feel like he's got enough name value they could trade him.
No one will trade for him, is what he said after.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
you're better off getting a skater.
Yeah, then you might as well. I mean, it's if at some point you know that nobody, if at some point you know that nobody's going to trade for him, then yeah, dropping is the right.
Oh, we got 5 minutes.
Move. Okay,
5-minute mark.
Okay, hold on. Let's get to Shanae really quick. Gave us another question here. Have you talked about Giordano replacements? Haven't listened to the last episode. Hoping he comes back, but for points, he wasn't that great. So right now, we suggest, I think, Damon Severson is my favorite option.
Yeah, Severson, Hannafin.
Niskanen, honestly, isn't a terrible, just really short-term option. I know I don't believe in him long-term, but for now,
Slavin.
he's been putting stuff up. Slavin is a really good one, too. So Slavin, Severson, Hannafin are probably the 3 favorites for me.
Slavin's fairly close because he's a big blocker as well.
Here we go. 5-minute mark. Let's go quick through these. Got a question for you. My goalie matchup is tight this week, down 3-2 in wins, tied 1-1 in losses, tied at 917 save percentage. Wow. Hold a tiebreaker and tied in shutouts. Jesus. Bob Price and Samsonov tonight. Who do you start and who do you sit? That's so hard.
I would play Samsonov.
I would play Samsonov.
Price.
I don't.
But yeah. Does your opponent have to play early? Because that will change things too.
Yes.
That's definitely Samsonov. You might just play just Samsonov and leave it.
Yeah. Drew was just dropped in my points league. He hasn't been very good as previous years. Think he will start putting up more points worth an ad / high waiver? Nah, I would just leave him. Honestly, I'm not.
I would.
Drew.
I mean, if you're unless it's like a 10-team or less league, I would add him.
Especially if you're. Well, I guess if you're towards the top as well, then you can probably be okay taking the risk for a little bit, and if it doesn't work out come playoff time,
said his opponent has Holtby, Stalock, and Georgiev. Man, you should not be close in this one. But I would play just Samsonov because I don't expect any of these guys to make up for one more win. Essentially, you'll get the tie there, and you'll lock in your save percentage without giving him the option to bench out. Yeah,
that's what I do. Okay.
Ben Bjorkstrand, Landeskog.
Probably Ben. No, Landeskog.
Klingberg or McAvoy Klingberg. Yep.
Yeah. Next one here. Carlson, Burns, Dahlin, rest of season pace in a head-to-head points only league.
Let's get back to that
order?
one.
Yeah, we'll skip back to that.
We're going to skip all the trade ones for now.
Yeah.
Kind of in on this. Sit 4. Oh my God. Okay. Burakovsky. I'm not even gonna read them all out. I would sit Hyman for sure. I would sit. I mean, probably Burakovsky, probably Armia, probably Kovalchuk. Play Stone, Rust, Teravainen, and Patches.
Hey, super chat. Let's get to the super chat really quick. Should I try to move Philip Forsberg? So I would put him out there. I'd see what happens. I'm not that high on Forsberg. I think that his ceiling is very capped this season, personally.
So I think he's like a 65-point guy at best.
Yeah, like 65-point guy. So if you can get better than that, especially in a points league, then I think you're doing okay. And I think there is a chance that you can get more than that in a trade for Philip Forsberg. So I would at least shop him around and see how people value him at, but I wouldn't be so quick to just sell for whatever comes up. Where are we at here? What's next? So we had the sit for.
I'm just sit Arvidsson or Ekholm. Ekholm. I would always kind of lean towards the defenseman.
Yeah, agreed.
As much as I don't really like Arvidsson, I think he's still going to do more than Ekholm will. Khudobin versus Blues, Varlamov versus Tampa, Francouz versus Wildemar or Francouz. I would play Khudobin and Francouz. Yes. Or just one of them. I would play Francouz probably.
Probably Francouz. Although both Francouz and Grubbs has been bad. Both of them have been bad.
I'd play Francouz. I trust him more against. Even though they're retired, but Aho, rest of season pace. Nope, skipping that for now.
Oh, here we go. Bench 3, Landeskog, Shen, Tavares, Hall, Kuznetsov, Hoffman.
Hoffman. Who's Hall? Hoffman, Hall, Kuzi.
Yeah,
Landeskog,
Hoffman, Hall.
Shannon, Tavares.
Yep, agreed with that. I mean, Tavares has been on a tear recently.
Bad pass. Okay.
Turbo at Vegas. Bjorkstrand versus Colorado.
Turbo. Turbo.
Yeah, I play Turbo too.
Duclair, Hyman, Kovalchuk, bench 2. Duclair and Hyman.
Yep.
I play
that. Deep League. What's up, Rogerson? Deep League start 1 today. Hyman, Armia, DeBrusque. Armia. Yeah, Armia.
Yep. Should I give up on Duclair? You can.
Frosty Wonder had Evander Kane, Ovi, and Hornquist for peripherals. Nice. Okay, then yeah, you did pretty good. Pro Gamer Productions. Should I give up on Duclair? Yes, I would. And I would start Kovalchuk.
Okay, skipping this for now. Pasternak. Keep skipping because it's not. Just start.
Yeah, sorry we're skipping so much, guys. We just want to get to.
Okay, we're good. We're at the bottom.
Okay, so let's go.
Miller, Landeskog, Hall. I'd sit Hall.
Yes, I would sit Hall too. I would play Miller and Landeskog. What's up, Victor?
All right, buddy.
Hello. Time to go on the stream. Special guest. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. Oh. If you haven't seen his kid yet, very cute. Very cute.
So, I will be back in a minute.
Oh, okay. I'll be taking some of these questions. Okay, so let's get back here. Let me see. Riley Smith or Suzuki. Would go Suzuki today, personally. Yeah, I can do another 5-10 minutes here, and then I've got to head out. I think Brandon may have to too, but I'm very excited for Victor to come back after this. I think he's gonna come back, but I think he might have shat himself. Very very high chance he probably shat himself. So let me find where we were here on the trade questions, because I want to make sure that we get to some of these ones here. I'll keep an eye out for questions. I would start Besser or Suzuki. This is from Anthony Barrett. Honestly, I'd probably start Suzuki, to be honest, because Pettersson's out. And I like the matchup against Toronto a lot. So let me see here. Brandon was taking a lot of these, and I kind of missed. Oh, Riley and a first for Hughes and 5th. Who wins this trade? 16-team, 4-keeper. Actually, I think I kind of like the Hughes side right now. That power play points is just ridiculous. And honestly, they're semi-similar, especially if we see Liljegren or I don't know how to say it exactly, but or Sandin, for example, start to kind of become a force on the power play for Toronto, then Riley loses even more. So I would personally do that. Let me see. What's the next one here? Some more trades. Mr. Goalie perspective, trust more Khudobin with the defense in front, or think Saros is going to get more looks. Rene's struggling, maybe Nashville gets back to form. I trust Khudobin way more with the D in front of him, and although I think that Nashville kind of gets back to form, it's both goaltenders have been rough, so I think it's more of a system thing right now, and I trust the system in Dallas way more. For next week, 2 streamer spots. Should I keep Hyman and Suzuki, Armia, Kovalchuk, Cirelli, Coleman, and Severson available? So I would actually swap out Hyman for Armia or Kovalchuk, whichever one fits your bill better. That's what I would do, because next week Suzuki, Armia, and Kovalchuk all have the best schedules by a mile. They have 3 off nights, so that's why I would take a Hab over Hyman for sure. And I mean, Armia and Kovalchuk and Suzuki tend to be on the same line, so you can't really go wrong with any of them. Nick Foligno for Reinstrom in a Cats League. Yes, I'd do that. I would rather have Foligno at the moment, actually, over Reinstrom. I don't really like what Reinstrom's doing recently. Opinions on what to do with Fleury. Be patient. That's all I can say. I wouldn't really rush with anything in terms of Fleury. From Josh, Vasi and Grubauer good, or can I afford to trade Grubauer to upgrade offense and stream a 3rd start if needed? You have wins, goals against, save percentage, and shutouts. Yeah, I mean, I like Vasi and Grubauer as a pair. I think that's a really good tandem. Depends who's available on your wire. If you have someone that's available on the wire that you think you could get streams out of, then you're probably fine to trade Grubauer for offense and try to stream that 3rd start. But you just got to be confident that you're going to be able to stream that 3rd start, and that it's going to be a quality start and not just some bum like Hutchinson. I know he's not playing, but for example, like a Hutchinson is your best option, then you probably want to keep Grubauer. So just take stock, maybe take a look at who people who have been streaming goaltenders have streamed, and that way you'll get a sense of what's your upside there. Let me see if I missed any start questions here. Start 2 of Nyquist, Kovalchuk, Forsberg, or Rust. Nyquist, Kovalchuk, Forsberg, or Rust. I would play Covey and Rust. I think today I would go Kovalchuk and Rust today. Okay, let's keep going here. Nylander, Aho, Pacioretty, rest of season pace. I honestly I think Nylander is probably a point per game pace rest of season, close to it. Aho lower pace. Pacioretty, I haven't looked at his numbers in a bit, but I think he's more of like a 70-ish, 75 point pace guy rest of season potentially. And then Aho probably around that 70 pace as well. I actually really like Nylander rest of season for points. Keep scrolling here. I have Pasta, Ovi, Stammer, Kuch, and Crosby in a points league. Who should I trade for a defenseman, and who should I target? I mean, those are some big names you're throwing out there. I personally would kind of want to hold all of them. It depends how bad. This is from the Great Green Toad 101. It really depends. I mean, yeah, those are some big names to throw out there that may not even be necessary. Do you like the Brooklyn pillow over here too? It's pretty nice. I should get a matching one and surprise him. Yeah, I mean that's a very loaded question. It depends on how bad your defense is, what your cats. I personally wouldn't be moving any of Pasta, Ovi, Stammer, Kuch, and Crosby. Although that probably means it's a very shallow league if you have all of those. So if it's that shallow, I would probably move Stammer and keep Kucherov so that you don't have that stack, and then go as high as you possibly can with Stammer from a defense standpoint. And I mean, I could give you suggestions, but use your league settings. I would be targeting one of the top 5 defensemen. Yossi may be a good target, for example, with Stammer. I really like Yossi rest of the season, obviously, so that's what I would do. Go with upside of Svetch as a keeper, costing me 7th round. Gensel costing me 8th, or gamble, and Suzuki costing me 16th. If it helps in the decision, I'm also keeping Eichel for my first. So Nathaniel, are you asking on this Svetch question? Are you asking whether you should keep all of them or one? I do like Suzuki next season quite a bit. I think he has quite a bit of upside next year too. Pasternak for P. and Rantanen. Thoughts? Wow, I would do that. I would do Pasternak for Patty Kane and Rantanen. That's a really good haul for you for Pasternak. Here he comes. There he is. What is up, Victor? How are you doing? Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. How did you get a kid with such nice eyes?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I have brown eyes and Lily has green eyes. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that worked out for you. I mean, look at those bluest of eyes.
I'll turn my mic up so you can hear me from back here. Get it better.
Man, he is. Look at him. He's a star.
He's ready. He's very worried because if he poops in the bouncer that he's in, and then he bounces around poop on him, it's bad quickly. So we got lucky that went okay.
That it wasn't too bad. Look at him, dude. He's an expressive kid. I mean, obviously, right now is like he looks done with you. Oh, bless you, sir.
Have a sneezy boy.
Okay, let me see where else I'm at here. Any ideas who I could target in a trade for Palmieri, PLD, and maybe Bjorkstrand? Someone like Yandel, Kyle Connor. Yeah, I think if you could go Kyle Connor or Panarin, that'd be a good haul for you. Using those 3. Either Kyle. I wouldn't go for Yandel. Very one-dimensional. I would personally go Kyle Connor and. Oh, bless you again, sir. Let's see.
All right, so where are we at?
I'm just kind of reading things off. I just lost my spot actually right now. So no, I didn't. I know where I'm at. In a Cats league, I'm at Troy Jones at the moment. I have Chabot and Burns. I'm getting killed in plus minus. Should I try and trade them or punt on plus minus? Both.
Punt on plus minus.
And try to trade Burns.
Yeah.
Both. Punt and try to trade plus minus. Or try to trade Burns. That's what I would do. Buchnevich rest of the season. I just acquired him because of Kreider being moved. I think he can be a 55 to 60 player. Yeah, I think rest of the season you could see some pretty good
Yep.
some good returns from.
Did you miss the
Buchnevich.
Riley Smith or Suzuki question?
No, I already got to all the start questions.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of taking these other ones. A Makumba for Duclair from the baby. He bounced around and did a little bit of Makumba in his pants. Attaboy. Attaboy, Victor. What is next here? Trade Duclair for Coleman or for Suzuki. I would trade Duclair for Suzuki personally. Unless you need the peripherals, then if you need the peripherals, then I'd go Coleman.
I like Coleman
Otherwise.
more for bangers leagues usually. If you have shots and hits, especially and Pims for that matter. But
occasionally you bring up a calendar showing what teams have games on what day. Where do I find that calendar? Oh, do you want to post that link? I don't know. Or actually, you have a baby in your arms.
I do,
but
I can.
Okay.
Hang on.
I think you had it up at one point. So Brandon will post it right now in the chat for those people. It's the off nights tool that we use. Bring that up. And Misty, thank you for. I mean, you tune into all the live streams and everything. You know, we do quite a bit. We obviously help you out, but you also pay attention to us and do your work too. So whenever someone
Thanks,
goes from
Janae.
last to first, I know.
Funny
Feels like
aside, we've been watching
you-
Friday Night Lights. I'm assuming at least some of you have seen it. And the baby on Friday Night Lights is weird looking, like real weird looking. and Lily got like angry about it for some reason. She gets worked up about just about everything. But Lily's my wife, and she's like, "Why do they have this weird kid? Like, where did they find this kid? Like, Victor should be on TV." And now she like signed him up for some like baby modeling thing, and her entire goal,
man.
the only thing she wants to have happen is for Victor to show up on like on an episode of like Law and Order SVU, where like his mom gets killed or something weird. She's such a strange goal, but yeah, we want him to be a little abandoned baby on TV, right, buddy?
I mean, he's on a fantasy hockey podcast live stream, so that's
Halfway there.
that's something. I mean, dude, this is a TV baby and a half. Like, look at those eyes, Victor. Look at those eyes.
If only he would stop the constant drooling.
He does it on
We go through
purpose.
so many of these bibs a day; they just get soaking wet. And if we didn't have bibs on him, he would just be covered in drool.
It's really just for attention, to be honest.
Yep.
Man,
He spits too. He goes all the time.
He's a big boon for the podcast, to be honest. I'd say he's our best asset, probably. Like, if I had to choose.
Oh, Pedersen's healthy.
Ooh, that's good. It changed a lot of my Besser things that I suggested, but sure. Dude,
And more that.
Victor's he also I don't know if he looks like angry or what. Sometimes he's just very expressive.
Yeah,
Like-
he moves his eyebrows a lot.
He's gonna be that guy that you date and like you just can't tell what he's thinking. You're like, does he hate me? Does he like
Oh,
me?
you're gonna be able to tell what
What's
he's
going
thinking. No doubt about it. He's not good at hiding it.
I mean, neither are you, so
Yeah, that's true.
gets it from the genes. Okay, let's jump through a few more of these ones and see what is out there. I'm taking screenshots of Brandon. I'm sending these to Lily, of course. I mean, look at him. Like Victor, Lily also loves. I can show her. I can be like, look, he got casted. He's on the Fantasy Hockey Podcast now.
He should be napping, but he has not wanted to nap today. He's avoiding it.
Oh man. Okay, so let's. I don't even know where I left off. Thoughts on Granlund on Nashville? Worth a look.
Rizzuto.
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 I'm guessing.
Oh, is it like Ritz, like pizza, like that, like hesitation between the Z's?
Gary!
Rizzuto?
Thank you for the super chat. And Victor, what do you think of pasta for Kane and Pedersen? I'm guessing this is.
What do you think, buddy?
Oh, that was not a happy look. That was not a happy look. Oh no. I
In a single season league, I like it.
in a single season
keeper,
league, I like it a
don't
lot.
like it.
A keeper, I don't like it. In a single season, I like it a lot. Okay, so let's. Okay, I have probably like 5 minutes left here that I can do this for. I think I need to head out. So let's try to get to some of these other ones. So Thoughts on Deneau dropping for a stream spot? Not this upcoming week. Montreal has a fantastic schedule. Where else am I here? Did that one? I don't think I did this one. Which goalie should I play for saves, goals against average, and save percentage? Merzlikins, Fleury, or Mike Smith?
Merzlikins, probably.
Yeah, Merzlikins, I think. Any suggestions on blocks players to target Clefbaum?
Myers has been pretty good for more
Tyler
available.
Myers as well. Yeah, Tyler
weirdly,
Myers.
good.
Obviously, Clefbaum is one of the best.
Chikrin has been pretty good too.
Yeah, Trigger hasn't been terrible. What's next here? If Mrazek goes, do I start him? If you need him, I don't love him though.
Yeah, who's he playing against? Vegas.
Yeah.
Probably not unless you need him.
Bill asked about Qdoba getting every third or fourth start. Yeah, I expected going forward, although I also think it'll change a little bit as we get closer to playoff time. I think that'll be more of a split as Dallas secures a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trade away Aho for Nylander? Nah, I'd keep Aho.
Nah, yeah, I'd keep. I don't know actually. It depends what you need. I mean, I think
Nah, I'd
Nylander
keep
could be
Aho.
point per game.
I don't like him that much. I definitely like Aho better than Nylander.
Okay. Any idea who I can target for Burns? That's honestly, it's a loaded question because literally every league I'm in values Burns differently. I got Sagan for Burns. I think Sagan is a really good target. That level of player, someone who's slumping like that. I mean, Goudreau is an interesting one because at the end of the day, everyone knows that Burns is also slumping. So, gotta be a. You see, Victor doesn't like Burns either.
Apparently not.
It's tough. Traded Dry, Ekane, Markstrom, and 2 streamers for Vasi, Wheeler, Landeskog, Pietrangelo, Brady Tkachuk. I like it.
Yeah, no
got a
Pim,
lot.
so Ekane doesn't really matter all that much. Dry though.
So, yeah,
Tough to give up Dry.
Yeah, tough to give up Dry, but I think you did okay. I think you went a little heavy on the peripherals coming back, but I think you did okay. I think you're fine.
Needed goalie
But I
help.
mean, it specifically goal. I mean, Vasi is such a huge upgrade over Markstrom in so many ways that you did really good. If what you needed specifically was goaltenders, Ekane. I mean, if you don't have Pims, I would try to trade probably. Matthew McCormick, Suzuki, or Yamamoto. I go Suzuki.
Yep.
I like Suzuki way more.
Suzuki.
Richard Moore. Where should I value Tony D realistically? Every time you guys say to sell, he goes off. I know. I would honestly, I just hold to this point.
Yeah,
because
he's the guy that I wouldn't target in a trade in either direction.
I wouldn't trade, and I have him. I wouldn't trade, and I also wouldn't target because, like you said, I mean, it's just such a line blender. You also don't know the ceiling is obviously kind of high on certain weeks, but the floor is also kind of low. So it's just one of those guys that you're not really going to get what he's truly worth at any point. So, yeah. 14-team, 3-keeper league. Would you trade a 5th rounder for Elias Lindholm and separately a 4th for Elvis, trying to go all out for the playoffs? I would do that for Lindholm. I would trade a 5th rounder for Lindholm. The 4th for Elvis.
I'd wait to see what happens when Korpisalo comes back.
I would wait to see what happens with Korpisalo. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to go for... I mean, the trade deadline is soon here.
I think it's on the 24th or something, right? I think it's the same as the NHL one. Or am I wrong about that?
I think it's like a week before, I think. Or a week after. I don't remember exactly. And different leagues have different trade deadlines. But if you really need a goaltender, I would do a 4th for Elvis.
Well, I keep 3 though.
But I mean, you're not going for. Oh yeah, keep 3. That's a good 4th rounder is pretty solid. Yeah. So I have an excess of wingers: Bjorkstrand, Rust, Armia, Perron. I'm playing Kucherov and Huberdeau, so I need to start 2 of the previous 4. Oops, I missed this start question.
Russ and Perron, I think.
Yeah, Rust and Perron, I agree. Svech at Vegas or Voracek at Washington. Svech. Huberdeau playing 16-18 a night. Should I be worried? Nah.
Nope.
This happens every once in a while. They've done this before. Yeah, I don't know what Svech is doing. Svech has had moments actually in the season where he's played those 13 to 14 minutes, so I wouldn't be too worried there.
Yeah.
Matt,
We played that one 13-minute game. Other than that, he's been 16 or above. We had one 15-minute game as well, but I'm not particularly worried about it. What are you typing about?
Don't worry about it.
What would you pay for Matt Murray in a Cats league? Not much. Like he's still like people don't want to. I wouldn't value him any higher than everybody else is valuing him, which is like waiver material in a lot of leagues. So
Yep. Yep.
if I'm going to pay for somebody, I want somebody that's people are viewing higher and is more guaranteed than Murray is.
Yeah.
So not much.
You worry about players like Cooper? Oh yeah, okay, we got that. Keeper League trade Trouba for Merzlikins.
I don't know that Merzlikins is going to be a good keeper. I really don't.
Does he have the hiccups?
Yeah, he's got the hiccups.
I hate hiccups. I hate hiccups so much. I hate sneezing.
Fist in his mouth and hiccup up.
Yeah, I hate sneezing. I hate hiccups. Wow. Yeah, look at him. He is cute.
Do we think you can get Panarin for Palmieri PLD? No, but if you can, then sure.
But if you can, then yeah. I mean, I would do it if you can get it, but some people would do it. I don't know. I don't think so, but well, tell your girlfriend thank you for letting you tune in. Although I bet you could probably show your girlfriend the baby, and maybe she wants to watch too.
Mm-hmm.
She might want to tune in for the baby. I don't know. The baby makes us much more of a multi-dimensional podcast at this point.
Family friendly.
Family friendly podcast. That is exactly what this is. Okay, well, we're at the bottom. I'm gonna head out. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thank you for Victor for showing up. I appreciate the guest appearance from a star like yourself, who will eventually be on Law and Order. And also, before you go, be sure to throw a like to the stream if you haven't already. We appreciate it, and it helps out. And we will be on. Victor does need to be. I can't wait till Victor can talk, and he can actually start saying stuff. Oh, that'll be great.
Not just spit.
Not just spit and get hiccups and that kind of stuff. Trouba and Hart for Kemper, the last one here.
Do you need blocks?
I'd keep it, unless you're saying. Oh wait. Well, I think
you need blocks.
I would take the Trouba Hart side, personally.
If it's not a blocks league, I would make that trade and take Kemper.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you for the next Sit Start Saturday. Tomorrow will be the week preview, so keep an eye out for that. And thank you for watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching.